The Bible said, by faith we saw that Enoch walked with God, and he was not. Death could not take him. When I was reading that scripture, I was worried because as we are talking right now, Enoch is not among us. Is that not true? Doesn't it mean that death have taken him? But what I realized is that in the days of Enoch, he cannot die. Everybody have days. Even Jesus that you and I are serving and bowing down to now, is Jesus physically here? Has Jesus not died? Was he not buried? But he rose again. Is that not true? So we saying that we will not die, we are not saying that we remain physically here forever. Is that not true? I think it's ignoramus for us to think like that. But according to the boundaries of the timeline given for impact in life, right? Your life is not meant to be cut short. Jesus was given 3.5 years and he did not die. Are you with me? For Enoch, if you check the life of Enoch, Enoch lived for so long. That's the truth. That was the time measured for him. You may be given only 10 years to live on the earth, and God is demanding to make impact in that 10 years. Another person may be given 100 years. Another person may be given 30 years. Sorry to say this, Jesus Christ died at 30 what? Doesn't that look like premature death? But he said with his mouth it is finished. By faith we understand that it is possible to walk with God to a point where you finish your assignment on the earth before you go. Not that you are held bound by sickness. Not that you are held bound by an infirmity and the devil cut short your life. No. So miracle service such as this, what we believe God is, oh God of heaven, don't let our soul tarry in Hades. Don't bring us to a point where we are at the mercy of the devil. No. Let there be nothing that we resist and stop our impact, our relating with you. That you wish to be in church, you cannot be because you are in the hospital. No. You wish to be in school or something, but there is things you cannot do because of a limitation. No. By faith, we saw how men were able to walk with God and receive the promise. The Bible advanced and say also by faith we saw how Abraham was demanded to leave his father's house to a place where he knew nothing about. It's a different thing if I say leave your father's house and go to Lagos, leave your father and go to Kano, but leave your father's house and go to where I don't even know. By faith he left, and he was looking for a city to which the builder and the maker is God. Mind you, Abraham passed through Canaan, and he did not even know that it was Canaan. God took him through the promised land, and yet again he did not know it's the promised land. By faith he walked through that promised land, and yet again he was looking to build structure in God first before he come to take that land. When he passed through Canaan, as of that time he could not lay hold of it because his faith have not actualized it by grace. But immediately when he found the maker of men, he found the builder of cities, immediately when he made contact to God, God said return back to Canaan. And as of that time, when they are returning back to Canaan, the Bible said there were giants in the land already. But he said this land was the land I promised. But if you study, Abraham have journeyed through that land when there was nobody. But yet again, God did not say that is your land. In Lafia, where you have journeyed for so many years, you never had a portion. In Lafia, your millions and your billions is waiting for you. When you have met the builder of men, when you have met the one to whom he is the maker of men, when he's done making you, return back to that same place that there was nothing and you will find something. By faith, men understand, not by understanding they had faith. The same you that was despised suddenly become the chief cornerstone. By faith, that same family that cast you away, that same family that saw you as a black sheep, when God is done with you, when you have found the God, when you have pleased the God, you return back there victorious by faith. So one of the greatest miracles God will do is to uphold our heart in faith, to believe that he can do the impossible. The Bible said by faith, Noah being one of God, he has to build an ark even though rain never fell on the earth before. How comes you have an encounter, God tell you do this, and this is something that men have never seen done before, and only one person is believing it? The person look like a fool. What do you mean by flood will come upon the face of the earth? What do you mean? We have lived upon this earth for so long. What are you saying? Your encounters are not normal. What you are speaking about are not things that are privileged to many people. But yet again, by faith, the young man said, I have seen. And because I have seen, I have chosen to believe the God that spoke unto me. And as though it looked like a joke, according to the time of life, flood came. And he was only able to save a few. By faith, men walk upon the face of the earth and they obtain a good report. I choose to be a man of faith. I choose to be a man of faith. What has God been telling you? It doesn't seem believing. It doesn't even look true. All your encounters, all your dreams, all your visions. You may be suffering with an infirmity now. God is telling you to be healed. And you are wondering, how can this thing be? By faith, the Bible said, we understand. By faith, Sarah was old, stricken in age. It looks as though it's not possible for her to conceive medically. But by faith, God quickened her womb again and she conceived. We saw that by faith, men were able to do a lot. And the Bible says it is almost impossible in verse 6 to please God without faith. Why do we need faith? If you check verse 6, you will realize why we need faith. In the verse 6 of the Hebrew 11, the Bible says, but without faith, it is impossible to please God. For he that come to God must believe that he is, and that is the reward of them that diligently seek him. So we cannot please God if we don't have faith. You can't. I know you are very pious. You are very religious. I know you are holier than thou. Okay, I know you are gifted, you are talented. You can't please God. Your gift, your ability does not have the capacity to please God. God is only moved by faith, my friends. God is not moved by your gift. He's not even moved by your talent. God is not moved by my exegesis of the word. That is why many people can carry so much prayer grace, carry singing grace, carry exegesis grace, go to Bible school, and they will die cheaply. Do you know why? Because their faith does not have the ability to move God. The Bible says, if you believe with faith, you can move a mountain. Is that not true? It is by faith that you can please God. So why do we need faith? So that we can please God. Because if we don't have faith, our singing will be in vain. Our prayer will be in vain. Our giving will be in vain. Our fasting will be in vain. I know you don't understand what I'm saying. I just wish you do. Why are we praying? Why am I preaching? Why did you just sing? Why did you just pray? It's because by faith you believe that let this thing you are doing please God. So if you take away faith, that means what we are doing is rubbish. Is that not true? Me and you are doing this thing in hope, in faith, in belief that there is a God somewhere that is pleased by what we are doing. Is that not true? If we take away the element of this faith and we begin to doubt what we are doing, can we please him? No. Then how do you know if you have pleased God? The moment this your sacrifice is accepted, that's when you know you have pleased God. When your worship is accepted, when your prayer is accepted, when your giving is accepted, that is when you have pleased God, my friends. Because we can pray, we can fast, we can give, and yet again God will not accept it. The Bible says Abel brought sacrifice, Cain brought sacrifice. God accept one, God reject one, but all of them brought sacrifice. So we cannot just say bring sacrifice. I can say bring sacrifice, but you must be able to understand that it takes faith for your sacrifice to be accepted. I can say prayer is the key, worship is the key. I accept, but it will take faith for it to be accepted. Because the being to which we are offering this oblation to, it will require faith for us to connect with him. Are you with me now? So Paul speaking said, for I have known whom I have believed, and I am persuaded. So there is a persuasion, there is a conviction that we have that there is a God in heaven, and that God cannot lie. So when I stand and I'm praying, I know that that God cannot lie. He will come for me. There is a God that answers prayers, and I believe. So by faith I believe. So without faith we can't please God. Sorry to say this. No wonder everybody that Jesus Christ met that got their healing, Jesus said, go, your faith heal you. Is that not true? He didn't say your giving. He didn't say your sacrifice. Neither did he even say your prayer. He said your faith. That means without that faith, they cannot please God to be able to be healed.